Did you know that 87% of people over 55 who overshared personal information later regretted it? In a world where sharing has become second nature, knowing what to keep private might be your most powerful protection. Between the ages of 55 and 75, life grants us a special kind of wisdom, the understanding that some doors are meant to stay closed. I've watched countless friends suffer unnecessary pain simply because they revealed too much about themselves at the wrong time or to the wrong people. Think about it. Have you ever shared something personal only to witness an immediate, subtle shift in how others treat you? That's exactly what will help you avoid today. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal 9 critical areas of your life that deserve to be protected by the power of privacy. These aren't just suggestions. They're essential shields for your dignity, relationships, and peace of mind in your golden years. Ready to discover what they are? 1. Your actual age, the number that changes everything. Last month, my neighbor Ellen mentioned her 68th birthday during a community gathering. The very next day, a younger neighbor insisted on carrying her groceries, something Ellen had managed perfectly well for years. Suddenly, she told me, I wasn't capable Ellen anymore. I was elderly Ellen who needed help. How many times has someone's perception of you instantly changed once they learned your age? In America, where youth is practically worshipped, revealing your exact age can trigger an immediate shift in how people view your abilities. Even well-meaning friends might start speaking louder, slower, or offering unwanted assistance. Some may unconsciously write off your ideas or assume your best contributions are behind you. The most painful part? When they begin treating you as if you're running out of time. But here's the truth. Your birth certificate doesn't measure your energy, capabilities, or potential. When you keep your exact age to yourself, people are forced to see the real you, your vitality, wisdom, and continued capacity for growth. Ask yourself, wouldn't you rather be known for who you are today than for a number that others use to limit you? 2. Financial details. The conversation that changes relationships. Ever since I mentioned my retirement portfolio at Thanksgiving dinner, my son-in-law has coincidentally called 3 times about investing in his new business venture, confided my friend Robert. 20 years of normal family dynamics changed overnight. Money talk transforms relationships faster than almost anything else. By your 6th decade, whether you've built substantial wealth or are carefully managing modest resources, your financial situation is nobody's business but your own. Sharing details about your money can instantly invite exploitation from opportunists or create uncomfortable expectations for loans and financial support. On the flip side, admitting financial challenges might trigger pity or judgment about your life choices from those who have no right to judge. In our success-obsessed culture, many people automatically equate your bank balance with your personal value. Don't let them. Your worth has nothing to do with your wealth. By keeping financial matters private, you protect both your resources and your relationships from unnecessary strain. Remember that old saying, money talks, but wealth whispers. Let your financial situation remain your private business, and watch how much freer you feel to enjoy genuine connections based on who you are, not what you have. 3. Family dynamics, your sacred inner circle. After sharing our family disagreements with neighbors, I realized they were now viewing my son differently. Judging him based on snippets of our complicated history, shared Marianne, 63. I'd unknowingly damaged his reputation in our community. Every family writes its own unique story, complete with joys, challenges, and everything in between. As we age, these family bonds often become our foundation, providing comfort when we need it most. When family tensions arise, and they always do, sharing these conflicts with outsiders violates the sacred trust within your family circle. It exposes your loved ones to unfair judgment based on partial information and prevents natural healing within the family unit. Think about it. Would you want someone else sharing your mistakes or vulnerable moments with strangers who don't know your full story? Of course not. By keeping family matters private, even when emotions run high, you create a protected space where genuine reconciliation can happen. You're not just guarding family secrets. You're preserving the dignity of those you love most and allowing relationships to heal without outside interference. 4. Health challenges, your body, your story. After I mentioned my heart medication at book club, Martha insisted on sending me articles about herbal supplements every week, sighed James, 72. But worse was how everyone started checking on me constantly, as if I might collapse at any moment. I went from being James the history buff to James the heart patient. As we enter our later years, health naturally becomes a more significant part of our lives. Doctor visits increase, medications may multiply, and managing conditions becomes part of our routine. While it's perfectly fine to discuss general health topics with friends, sharing specific details about your medications or conditions can backfire dramatically. Well-meaning friends might bombard you with unsolicited advice or miracle cures they read about online. Others might begin viewing you through the lens of your illness rather than seeing the complete, capable person you are. I've watched vibrant, accomplished people become reduced to their diagnoses in others' eyes simply because they shared too much health information. Don't let this happen to you. When you control information about your health, you remain the author of your own story. You decide who knows what and when they need to know it. This preserves your dignity and ensures people continue to see you, not your medical conditions. 5. Intimate relationships, the private connection. Mary, 67, made the mistake of sharing details about her renewed intimacy with her husband after they worked through a difficult period. Friends started making uncomfortable jokes, she told me. What was beautiful and healing for us became awkward and embarrassing because I overshared. Society often acts as if romance and physical affection expire at some arbitrary age, but those of us with a little more life experience know this couldn't be further from the truth. For many, intimacy deepens and becomes more meaningful with the passing years. However, your romantic life, whether with a spouse of many decades or someone new, deserves protection from prying eyes and judgmental opinions. What happens between you and your partner is sacred ground that others have no right to tread upon. When you keep these precious moments private, you preserve the special bond you share. Intimacy thrives in privacy, built on trust and respect that flourish best when sheltered from outside commentary or judgment. Trust me on this. The most fulfilling relationships are rarely the most public ones. 6. Acts of generosity, the quiet hand. I once mentioned donating to my neighbor's medical fund at a community meeting, recalled David, 70. Soon after, I was flooded with requests from various causes. Even worse, my neighbor's pride was hurt knowing everyone knew I had helped him. There's profound joy in helping others, whether through financial support, volunteering, or simply being there for someone in need. But authentic generosity comes from the heart, not from the desire for recognition or praise. When you publicly announce your charitable acts, you risk several unintended consequences. Others may feel pressured to match your generosity when they can't afford to. Recipients may feel embarrassed rather than supported. And your pure intention to help can become tainted by the appearance of seeking admiration. Consider the wisdom of giving anonymously whenever possible. When your left hand doesn't know what your right hand is doing, your focus remains on the positive impact rather than personal recognition. I've witnessed the most meaningful acts of kindness happen quietly, behind the scenes, where only the giver knows the difference they've made. Isn't that the truest form of generosity? 7. Personal achievements, the quiet confidence. After retiring as a surgeon, I couldn't stop mentioning my former career at social gatherings, admitted Richard, 65. I didn't realize until my wife pointed it out that I was creating distance between myself and new friends who felt they couldn't measure up. By this point in your journey, you've likely accomplished many things worth celebrating. Raising a family, building a career, contributing to your community, mastering skills, or pursuing passions. These achievements have helped shape your identity. But constantly highlighting your successes can create unexpected barriers between you and others. In a culture obsessed with status and accomplishment, your achievements may inadvertently make others feel inadequate by comparison. True respect isn't demanded through broadcasting your resume. It's earned through how you treat people and the values you demonstrate daily. The most impressive people I know rarely need to tell others how impressive they are. When you let your character and actions speak for themselves, genuine appreciation naturally follows. Isn't it more satisfying to be valued for who you are rather than what you've done? 8. Past injuries, the freedom of forgiveness. I spent 15 years telling everyone who would listen about how my former business partner cheated me, confessed Walter, 73. It wasn't until I stopped rehashing the story that I realized how much energy it had been draining from my present happiness. Throughout our decades of living, we've all experienced betrayals, disappointments, or injustices that cut deep. The urge to share these wounds, to seek validation or warn others, can feel overwhelming. But continuously revisiting past hurts or sharing them repeatedly keeps them painfully alive in the present. It's like picking at a scab that never gets to heal completely. As we enter our wiser years, there's profound liberty in letting go of past injuries. This doesn't mean denying what happened or pretending it didn't hurt. It simply means choosing not to let these experiences continue defining your present joy or future possibilities. By keeping past hurts private, you create space for genuine healing and forward movement. You reclaim your power from situations and people who once diminished it. Ask yourself honestly, has telling and retelling your injury stories ever truly made them hurt less? Or has it kept the pain freshly preserved? 9. Personal philosophy, your inner lighthouse. I made the mistake of sharing my spiritual practices with skeptical family members, said Sarah, 66. Their dismissive remarks made me question beliefs that had guided me through my darkest times. It took months to regain my confidence in my own inner wisdom. Whether it's a spiritual belief, a daily affirmation, or a guiding principle that's helped you navigate life's challenges, your personal philosophy is the lighthouse that guides you through storms. While sharing wisdom can sometimes benefit others, your deepest beliefs are uniquely yours. Not everyone will understand or respect what brings you comfort and clarity during difficult times. I've seen too many people have their core beliefs mocked or dismissed simply because they shared them with the wrong person. These painful experiences can shake the very foundation that helps you make sense of the world. By keeping your personal philosophy close to your heart, you protect its power in your life. These beliefs are your inner compass, guiding you forward without needing external validation or approval. The true art of living well in your golden years involves knowing not just what to share, but what to keep sacred. Privacy isn't about secrecy or shame. It's about maintaining boundaries that protect your dignity, relationships, and peace of mind. As you continue your journey through these rich and meaningful years, remember that what you choose not to reveal can be as powerful as what you share. By honoring these 9 areas of privacy, you empower yourself to live more authentically and joyfully on your own terms. Has this advice resonated with your own experience? If you found these insights helpful for navigating life's later chapters with greater wisdom, please tap the like button and leave a comment with the number 1. If not, a simple 0 will do. Your feedback helps me create content that truly speaks to your journey. Thank you for spending this time with me today.